Hey everyone, Yukio here, and for the last couple months I've been working on a new type of Discord bot, and you probably seen similar bots, and I mean, nobody made one about Fumos. So I made this cool bot called Collect Fumos, and this is the ultimate Fumo collecting bot that you can see on Discord right now. And in this video I'm going to guide you through all these amazing bot features. Like, legit, I didn't believe I could pull something like this, and yeah, I totally love it. Whether you're a new collector or, you know, just a Toho fan that want to be a Fumo master, this video will show you everything you need to know. And in this video I'm also going to explore the core gameplay, and I will also explain how the bot works under the hood. For example, how the spawn system works and what stuff we save, like for example which data we save, what we don't save, and all of these important stuff. So let's start. Okay, so before we get started, every link will be in the description of everything I will show you. If it's the invite bot or the website itself I made for the bot, it's not a really updated website, but you know. So this is the website, as you can see over here, and you have the get started, which will open the wiki page for the bot. I recommend reading it if you want more in-depth information about the bot. It's really cool. The next button next to it is to invite the bot to the server, and let's also look at stuff down here. So if you ever need help, you can join the community server, and of course you must mention that you should read the terms of service and privacy policy. Both of them are inside the wiki. So let's invite the bot to a server first. I mean, that's the first step you gotta do. And I recommend adding it to a server, but you can add it to your apps. I don't really recommend doing it, but you know, you can do that too if you want to see your inventory in private. Some commands might not work there, but yeah. So add it to a server like this. And this is the permission your server needs. I will explain each of them. Obviously, you need to see channels to spawn a Fumo in a channel, send message to actually send messages in threads. So I know a lot of servers like to put specific bots in threads because they spam and stuff like this. So it's cool. Manage messages is in order to delete messages. For example, when a Fumo spawns and nobody climbs it, the bot needs to remove this Fumo, so nobody, you know, will climb it after a certain amount of time. It's expired. It also need to edit some messages in order to work. Embedded links, so sometimes I send links in the bot and it needs to be seen. Touch files is to show images of the Fumos. Read message history, in some cases it needs that. Mention everyone here and all roles. Also a cool feature that someone asked me to do, and you will see it soon. And add reaction, this is for later on if we need it. I mean, it's not really that bad. Okay, so let's get started with something that's every person who adds a bot to their server should do, and it's the help command. Let's get into it. So the help command have the option to search for specific features. As you can see over here, you have a lot of different options. You have a lot of stuff, and we have a lot of stuff to go through in this video. So let's get started with the getting started help. So the first thing you need to do is setup. So when you add the bot to the server, you have the /setup command, and you need to put the channel ID inside, like I did over here. And now Fumos will spawn in general. So you can do this in threads, I believe. You can do it in channels, whatever you need, you can do it. And then we have an option to make a ping role. So what does it mean? When a Fumo spawn, this is something that certain server asked me to add. They said that when talking in general chat, they didn't want to spawn, yeah, you know, the general chat with Fumo spawns. So they asked me if I can do a role that users will be pinged when a Fumo spawns. So I did that. You do /set ping, and you choose the one you need. So I made this one, it's called silly. Once you did everything, we need to know, if we did this right. So I made a command called server info, which will show server owners when the next Fumo will spawn and what's the drop ping. And yeah, that's basically it for the setup. And the next step is to, start collecting. Okay, so let's start with the Fumo spawner. So how it works, it's time-based and activity-based, as you can see over here in the server info command. I also forgot to mention that server info command is only for people who have managed server permission. So as you can see, next spawn is in 25 minutes and 48 seconds. So there's a bit of time for me to wait to show you, how to climb a Fumo and the spawn message, but I will show you how it looks like in another server and what you need to do in order for you to climb one. And the next thing is the last activity. So basically what I'm doing, in order to prevent dead server like this one, this server after making this video is gonna be dead, and I will probably forget to remove the bot from it. So I don't want to spam Fumo spawns into the server because it's no longer in use, it's abandoned. So what I did is I made this cool feature in my bot where I store in the database of the servers, which I only save over there 3 things. The channel ID, I save the role that you set up for the ping, it's optional, you don't have to do this, and I save a timestamp of the last message sent in the server. So these are the only things that I keep, and what that means is when I send a message like this over here, I send test and I do no server info, you will see that it resets. And this is something I had to do to prevent people from opening like servers with themselves, and every time a Fumo spawn it will ping them and they can just farm it. So if you didn't send the message in the entire server for over 5 minutes, a Fumo won't spawn. So yeah, you gotta need to check this out and remember this, that the bot will only spawn Fumos if your server is active. So I don't save the message content, I don't save who sent the message, none of this data is being saved beside one thing, and it's the timestamp when the message was sent. That's everything. It's only for the system to properly work in a way that doesn't spam my bot, so I don't have 50,000 servers right now spawning at the same time and half of them are dead. It's to keep things minimal and work better and optimize my system and make sure we have something good in our hands. So another thing I should mention, that a Fumo spawn once between 10 minutes to 30 minutes. So as you can see, the RNG didn't go in my favor in this server, but I will show you how the message looks like in my main server over here, and everything you need to see and everything you need to know. As you can see over here, a Fumo spawned, and it pinged the Fumo spawn pinged role that I have at the server, and it told me, hey, type /climb and the code over here to catch it, and rarity is common, and this is the source where the Fumo came from, and this is the name of the Fumo. This is the image. What the user need to do is be the first to type this code in the /climb command. As you can see, next, good for you to capture this Fumo. Now I will go to another server real quick to show you, but when you climb a Fumo for the first time, it will say, hey, you got this Fumo, you're the first one to obtain it. As you can see over here, SFG code Romeo version 1 Fumo, which is a common one, and this is the first time they got it, so it's cool. You can see they fought for it but didn't work. They didn't put the correct, probably they used 0, yeah, they used 0 instead of O, uh, that happens. Well, after we climb it, we can move into the next thing, which is, you know, we need to see somewhere all of our Fumos. So that's when /inventory comes in. As you can see, there's multiple options here. There will be more. I'm currently reworking the inventory system. Soon you will be able to also see your inventory in a list, and you know, the search function for the Fumo name will be better, so you can see others' inventory, but nobody is here beside me, so let's do /inventory. As you can see over here, it will say over here how many unique Fumos I climbed, and it will say my name over here. So I must mention that I do not keep any nickname, username. I don't keep those. My database only keep your user ID, which is easily obtainable. You can just copy ID over here and send it. You can do it to everyone in everywhere. So yeah, nothing really special. We save the Fumo you climbed, which is by a Fumo ID. We give each Fumo in our database an ID. That's how we save it in your inventory. And we have currency and stuff like this. So let's continue. So we have Fumo Points, which I will mention later how we use those. Yeah, this is how much total Fumo I own. So you can also have duplicates, obviously. Now over here we can see that we have the different rarities of our Fumo. So if we click on show my Fumos button over here, it will show you all the Fumos we own. So I have 9 of those, and yeah, I have a few of those. Really cool. As you can see, I have 1 of those, and it's filtered by rarity. If you want to search for a specific Fumo, let's say I want to search for this one in my inventory, I can do /inventory Fumo name and type the name, and it will say I have 1. And if I don't have one, /inventory, let's say this spam doesn't exist, and I do not own any Fumo matching this name. Yeah, so that's basically it for the inventory system. Okay, so let's move on to the next system, which is the Fumogotchi. I like to call it this way. So actually, let me show you this in the help command so you will know all the things you need. Call it Fumo care in the /help command. So how does it work? This is not updated. I need to update this. I think there's a separate part for another thing I added, but yeah, I did a few things that I need to change in the bot, and I can do it easily within the config files I created. So we have a way to equip our Fumo. So let's equip one. You see, we can see all our Fumos over here. Very cool. Let's equip my own Fumo because I'm cool, and that's it. I equipped my Fumo. Now let's see it. I want to see my Fumo, and as you can see, I have stats. This is my Fumo name, this is random message, and yeah, just be cute, you will win anyway. Yeah, so we have prestige system. If you played Call of Duty, every 55 levels you gain 1 prestige in your level reset. Means that you need to climb up again, but you get extra you know, powers and stuff like this, which means you can overpower others in certain parts. We have the level. Once you reach level 55, a prestige goes by 1, and this goes back to 1. We have the XP. This is how much you need to level up. This is how much you have. We have a cool progress bar over here, shows the progress of your level, and we have happiness. Happiness goes up and goes down. It goes down based on time, so every few hours the happiness goes down to all users, and it's automatic system. We have a lot of automatic systems within the bot that I will explain later, and this is one of them. So yeah, now we need to take care of the Fumo. So every hour we can do /Fumo check. I mean /Fumo pet, not check, that's something for later. /Fumo pet. And when we do this, we gain a little bit of XP, as you can see over here. and we can do this once an hour. And this is just our stats, you know. And as you can see, my happiness went up by 10. So yeah, let's move on to the next thing, which is, let's see if I have, yeah, I do have a separate command for this. So this is the expedition update, which came later on after I made the Fumogotchi system. And basically what you do is /Fumo adventure, and you have all of these different ones you can choose from. I think I already have one in progress. No, I don't. So as you can see, I started a new one, and now in 10 minutes I will probably, you know, there's an option to fail one, or there is option to, you know, succeed in one. Failures return half of the things that you get, and full rewards can be a Fumo, a lot of Fumo points, a lot of XP and such. If you want to check your expedition progress, you do /Fumo check. As you can see, it says is Fumoing, and I have the time remaining over here, and I can cancel it. So if I do /Fumo cancel, no more expedition, I didn't get anything. And if I do check, no expedition in progress. Actually, let me show you how a failed one looks like and how one that succeed looks like. As you can see, aim over here failed. Hong Mei Ling is tired and sadly failed, and as you can see, got only 40 XP and 14 Fumo Points, 0 happiness. See you next time. And when you actually able to succeed in a Fumo expedition, so we have this over here. They did very far scouting and succeeded. They got 30 XP, 10 Fumo points, 20 happiness, and they got Hong Mei Ling Fumo, which is a common, in their expedition, and they can start a new one. You can also get a commons, and there's different levels, as you can see. So this is like level 15 one. It takes 1 hour to complete, and look how many XP they got. So there's different levels, and also the higher the level the expedition is, the success rate is lower. So you gotta know about this. Let's continue to the next thing, which is Fumo Points. So it's important to mention, yeah. Ooh, they got Super Sonica one. It's important to mention that within my bot there is a system that gives every hour all the user 10 Fumo points, and it looks at the database, just add 10 to everyone. But if you're inside our Certain Appreciation Club, which is the server where we call the house of the bot, and if you're inside, you get the VIB bonus, so you get total of 20 Fumo points per hour. We might raise it, we might lower it, I'm not sure yet, but you get double the points. So let's move on to the next thing, which is the economy system. Now that I explained what Fumo points are, and you have multiple ways to obtain Fumo points, but let's talk about them one by one. So the first thing I want to talk about is the auction house. If you know about Minecraft, you know there's a very popular way to sell items within the server called auction house, and this is basically the same system, but we added some small stuff to make it cool. So as you can see, /HAH view will show you all the available ones. There is also page, so yeah, you can do that, and you can sell your Fumo. You can bid on them. There's option to bid, there's option to buy, really depends on you. So as you can see, this person wanted to sell it, and the end time for it is July 31st. So what I'm gonna do, let's first see how to buy. So you can instantly buy them. So let's do instantly buy number 19. And there you go. I bought this. I paid 1 Fumo points. Honestly, good price. And I now have this Fumo in my inventory. So let's check this out. You can see I have it over here. I probably have a few of them. Oh no, this is the first time I have it. So I have 1 out of those, which is cool. And yeah, this is how you buy. So, and there's not all the time the option to buy them. It depends on the seller. So sometimes you have to bid. So I think this is mine. Actually no, this is not mine. Is it? I think it is. Doesn't matter. So let's bid on one of them. Oh boy, they are all expensive. I don't like this. Let's do the Oshino. No, let's do the Flander one. It should end in May. No, actually 22 and 7 is crazy. But like, yeah. So let's do 18. Is the number of the thing. And the bid amount, let's do it 2. So now, successfully thingy, and now it should show 2. Question is, when it was 18, where is it? Yeah, see, 2. I bid 2. There's only 2. And in 2027, I will get this Fumo. I hope. Yeah. So let's see how we sell. Let's sell the one that we bought. Let's flip it. So let's sell, and the Fumo we want to sell is this one, the one we got right now, and I only want to sell 1. So there's 2 types of selling. Let's say I sold 5 of those. I've only 1, but let's say I want to sell 5 of those. I can specify if the price is individual or bulk. So if I type bulk, whatever I type over here, right, the minimum bid, it will be the price for all of them together. If I put individual like this, it means for each Fumo. So you make sure you look what it says over here. Since the quantity is 1, so bulk doesn't matter, it will always be in Fumo point. So let's do minimum bid 2 because I want to profit. So yeah, let's make it 2. And I want to make the buy now price 10, and the duration in minutes, let's do 60 minutes, 1 hour from now. Oh yeah, so I forgot to mention, you can only sell duplicates. If you don't have the Fumo more than once, you cannot sell it. So it's important to know. So let me look inventory real quick. Let's look at a specific Fumo. Let's look at something I have a lot. Yeah, so let's sell this one. Have it 9 times. Sell. Have it 9 times. I want to sell one of them. Individual. Minimum bid. Let's do 5. Buy now. 30. Duration. Let's do 5 minutes. And action successful. Flash. Thank you. See it should be there. It is. See over here. That's my thing, and I will have 1 less in my inventory. So yeah, that's it for the first method of getting Fumo points and also selling your Fumos. To those who don't have it, that's one of the ways to obtain those you don't have and share with others with like Fumo points. So let's look at the next feature, actually how much money I have, because I need to know that. And it's the Gacha System. So we have a few things over here to look at. We have /gacha action. So you have view or open. I'm gonna use view. And when you don't type a specific card and do view, you see the list of all available spell cards, which we will open the beginner one. Okay, so let's do it. We can also look at specific cards. So let's do view, and specific, let's do beginner spell card. and it will show all the information we need to know. So let's open it up. Let's open a card I wanted to do the beginner one, and you can also pick quantity, but if you don't pick quantity, I'll pick one. It will only take one. So see, got common, and let's say I want to open 5 of those. Yeah, let's open 5 of those. Hope I've enough. And yeah, as you can see, I got all commons. I got 5. I didn't get any duplicates, which is good. But yeah, that's the gacha system. Nothing really complicated, pretty simple. Okay, so let's move to the next feature, which is gifting. So let's look at my inventory real quick. Flash inventory. So my Fumos. Let's give one Marisa. Slash gift, and the user you want to gift, you know. Let's give it to Romeo over here. And Marisa. And I have 6 of those, and let's gift it to, you know, Romeo. Of course, Romeo. You got 3 Marisa for me for the sake of this video. And now when I do a slash inventory, you see, yeah, one of them got removed. It's probably in a random place now. The entire inventory system, it needs a rework. As you can see, I still have 16 of these Fumo, but the placement of, you know, is based on rarity, so it's always random. Yeah, but I gifted Romeo to some Marisa Fumo, and caring is caring, you know. You gotta show people some love. Okay, so let's move to the next feature. This feature is really cool, and I think it's one of the cool features we have in this entire thing, and it's the battle system. So we have, as you can see, the slash battle, and there's a few commands. So let's look at the command that I recommend you look at first, and it's the battle specs. So when I do that, it will show me my stats basically of my Fumo, and as you can see over here, my HP is 350, my damage is between 50 to 90, and my defense is 25%. So what does it mean? This is my HP, obviously how many HP I have, like life. The damage, basically the battle system will pick random number between these, and how many percentage of when I do defense instead of attack, how much of it will block. So all of this depends on a few things. The first thing is the rarity of your Fumo, then your level, then your prestige, and then you know, some other factors like, you know, if you get, for example, defended against, so your damage will be reduced by over here, and there are a few bonuses over there. So there are a few types of battles you can do. There is the global battles. It will take from you 100 Fumo points. I hope I have enough actually. Hold up, I have 100. Yeah, I do. So when I do slash battle join, and I have an ult ready, it will join a queue, and you need to wait for other players to join. So over here in another server, I will also join the queue. And look at that, we found a player that have around 5 levels below or above us. And when we press confirm, we need to wait for the other player, which is me. Press confirm, and then the battle will initiate. So once we do that, as you can see, I'm fighting. The entire matchmaking system, like I said, works depending on your level. So if you're level 5 and you want to battle, you know, it won't let you fight someone who's 20 levels above you. Oh wow, my ult won against me, this is bad. But yeah, the level important, and the prestige as well. So if you're prestigious 1 and your level is 10, You cannot battle with someone who's level 5 prestige 0. Such, you know. Once you lose, you will be taking away 100 Fumo points, and the winner will have, you know, get 1 point. So when you do slash battle stats, you will see your win lose. As you can see, my win rate is 50%. And then there is another option to battle your friends in a duel. So as you can see, I can choose an opponent. Obviously, I can do it here. I have to do it in my official server. So let's do it there. Let's do battle duel, and I can choose my opponent. Obviously, I want to use my ult for this. So let's ready real quick and find my ult. It will say, hey, I want 100 Fumo points. I don't want to fight for 100 points. It's too much for me. So I decided to decline, and it will decline. So I said, okay, fine. Let's do it for 5 Fumo points. We can. So I accept this. Fumo points is fine. And then we battle. So one thing I should mention, that a win or lose in duels doesn't go to your stats. So none of these like matter in terms of stats. What does matter is the Fumo points that you lose to your friend, whatever. I must mention that the battle level, you know, limit also apply here, but it's not the same number. So over here it's 10 levels difference, and on your global one it's 5. That way, if you have an ult, you will have to farm on it as well. That way you just don't abuse the system. So yeah, that's it for battles basically. Let's move to the next way to get Fumo points, which I really like this. It took me a while to make this, and it's achievements. So you have two options over here. Let's do it in the test sub. We'll also pull up the help command to show you everything. I didn't do it before, but yeah. So what are achievements? They're a special goal tied to your Fumo journey. You gain them by doing the average thing you do in the board. So let's just slash achievements without anything. Don't want to use any filters and no specific achievement. Let's do it. And we see the first Fumo. Climb your very first Fumo. See progress is only 1 and unlocked. And when I unlock this, this is the first day it was introduced, so it was like a week ago. That's when I made the achievement. Yeah. If we press the next button, see that I also climbed 10 Fumos. It's cool. But as you can see, I didn't unlock this one. I didn't climb enough Fumos during the achievement system that helped me to get this. There's also ones that are hidden and such. So if I do slash achievements filter obtained, it will only show the ones I got. So I only got 4 achievements so far, and climbed probably the gacha one. No, that's the expeditions one, and probably yeah, and gacha packs. Yeah, that's basically it for achievements. You get Fumo points. It depends on the difficulty of you know, the achievements. Some of them are hidden, so they give a lot of Fumo points, like could be up to 1,000 sometimes. I'm still adding more types of, you know, achievements. It takes time, and yeah. So let's move to the next feature, which is the leaderboards. Basically, this command over here, like the help command, is not updated at all because I remade the entire leaderboard system a few days ago. And now we have a few types of leaderboards. So the first thing we need to mention is the type of leaderboard. We have inventory, how much Fumos you have. Some people have insane amount of Fumos. We have battle wins, how many wins you have, and how many achievements you got. So let's look at the inventory one. I want to see the global one, and I don't want to use any filter. filter is the rarity of you know, the Fumos who have the most X rarity and such. As you can see, number 1 got 1,000 Fumos, which is crazy. Now let's say I don't want to see everyone within the global one. I want to see everyone within this server. So I can just go server, and as you can see, only me and collect Fumo both. Collect Fumos ever Fumo? I didn't know that. I have to know user inventory. Hold up. Which one they have? This is crazy. So basically, you see over here like usernames and stuff. I must mention, we do not keep your username anywhere. Not in my user database, nothing. We do not keep any user data. Like I mentioned, I don't think I mentioned it, but I will mention it now again if I didn't. We do not keep anything beside your user ID. Legit, only the user ID to know if it's you, keep your Fumo data, and that's it. And the way we show your username is we send a request to Discord to get it within server and such, and it just gives us the username over here. And let's say you decided to leave the server that have a Fumo bot, you will be shown over here as unknown, or you won't be shown here at all. Because the way this one works, the server inventory leaderboard, it looks at every user. It is one of the Discord intents for this. It looks at every member in the server and say this one is part of the bot. If it is, then it should be in the leaderboard. If it's a member that isn't inside my database of users, I will ignore him completely and move on to the next. And that's how we show you every single one. And we just don't keep data. If you don't part of the bot, we don't keep your data. We have no reason to. That's it. So we have a lot of different types of leaderboards that I want to show. Battle wins, as you know, I won a few battles, lost a few battles. You gotta show it somehow, right? So this is the global battle winners. As you can see, because it's global, Brewer is first place, Bachul is second, and I'm third place. And this is my ult, which won against me in the final battle we did. Won one battle. You can also do, like I said, server 1, and as you can see, it will only show me, and the bot will have 0. No idea why it counts the bot, but it does. So yeah, that's basically most of it for leaderboard. Let's also show you the filters. So let's say I only want to see the ultra rare Fumos leaderboard, and probably it takes time to load. But Mailing Love got 32 ultra rare Fumos, which is insane. Ruru got 1000 Fumos, but have less than Mailing. So yeah, this is the leaderboard command. You can also, like I said, see achievements. Actually never tried the achievement once, so let's do that. But yes, you can see it also shows, it should show the count of how many achievements you got over here. So you can see I'm not even in the top 10. I'm in like really low place. Yeah. So let's move to the final ones that I didn't show yet. So we showed the climbing Fumos, the gacha, the inventory, the Fumogotchi expeditions. We showed the auction house. We showed the gifting system. We showed the leaderboard, battle system, achievements. We have only 2 things to show you, and then we can finish this video. So let's continue with the browse Fumos. So it's a very decent command that I'm still working on. When you do /browse, you can search for specific Fumos. So let's say I want to see Hatsune Miku. But I don't know which versions of Hatsune Miku there are. So we have the Wonderland version, we have version 1, and we have a bunch of Hatsune Miku. So we can also do /browse, and we can choose specific rarity. So if you want to know all about the exclusives, we can check for exclusive, and as you can see, there are two kind of exclusive right now within the bot. So it's a very simple, really simple commands that you can just see all the available Fumos. I want to later on add a feature to make this like a Pokédex, where you can see if you have this Fumo or not in your inventory, but right now it doesn't do that. So let's move to the last feature I want to mention, which is submitting a Fumo. So submitting a Fumo is something that I really like, and the idea is that basically anyone from any server can send you know, a suggestion for us to add a Fumo. So as you can see over here, it's a really brief explanation on how to do it, but I will open up the wiki right now because there is some information I don't really remember myself, and I need it for a reminder. So basically what you want to do if you want to submit a Fumo, you just submit, and you will see all the options over here. And as you can see, we have name and version formatting. We have to keep it clear. It works like this. So character name, oh boy, character name and the version of it. So for example, we have the Hatsune Miku over here and version 2, and it is a rare, let's say it's a rare one. Notes is what you want to say about the Fumo. This is for us to know some more information about it. None of it will be saved, but let's say this is a cool Fumo, and we need an image URL. So what we do, we keep all of our Fumo images inside a GitHub repo, which is public for use. We're currently remaking every single image, and we are going to do some stuff to it, but the images are saved there. And basically the bot doesn't save them. We do this manually because we don't want to add something that you guys don't have permission for, and also because this entire thing is manually being you know, looked at. So when you do, you know, let's say I want to take this image, let's just copy the image link, paste it over here, and the source is me. Submit the Fumo like this, and yeah, it's number 29. On the official server over here, you can see that I submitted a Fumo. Now, me as a server owner, as a bot owner, sorry, I can look at this Fumo and say, I like this, so I upvote. I don't like this, don't upvote. You don't have to. And me, also everyone can like upvote. And me, when let's say I want to accept this Fumo, but I'm not sure yet what I want to do with it, so I can choose pending, and it will set it as pending, as you can see over here. And now let's say I don't want this Fumo, something about it doesn't seem right to me, so let's deny this. I don't want this, and it's denied, and it's no longer, you know, we don't want this. But if we do want this, there's a dedicated team that I'm working on that will accept Fumos into the database, and everything will be a manual process, so that way we don't automate something into the bot by accident. And yeah, nothing is saved. I must mention, nothing is saved beside one thing. the ID of the submission, your messages doesn't save. I must mention that the message are not being saved. The only thing that is being saved is the image that you sent, which is hosted in another place, which is just a URL. We save the status of it and the ID and your user ID, so we know who to reward once we finish the process of adding this Fumo. Now, this is not right. We don't have exclusive badge system. We don't have this thing. This is just an issue with the help command that I'm pretty sure I removed. But basically what we do is we give you Fumo points if your Fumo is accepted, and as of now we also give you this Fumo as a gift for you too. Thank you. So common gives you 25 Fumo points and a copy of your submitted Fumo. Uncommon 50 Fumo points, also a copy. Rare give you 100 and ultra rare give you 250. For exclusive, I must mention that exclusive Fumos do not spawn. These are Fumos that will be available later on in gacha packs. And also these Fumos, in order to add them to the bot, it's like an entire different thing. I don't think I should mention it now in the video, but the idea is exclusive to be a collab Fumos that we make with, let's say, creators. If your server have a mascot and your server is big and you want to do like promotion with us, we can make an exclusive Fumo that we add to a special, you know, we can add it to a special exclusive only pack, which will cost a lot of Fumo points, and user can try to get it. We can do giveaways together of this exclusive and such. But yeah, that's the basic idea of exclusive Fumos. And yeah, that's basically everything I must mention about the bot. It's all the user commands that you need to know about. And yeah, let's finish over here. So let's look at the final commands that we have. There are some small utility commands. So /about, let's /about, which shows us information about the bot, some description, the bot version over here, how many servers, who created it, me, library version, uptime, how many Fumo types there are, how many climb, and the ping. We have a vote system, which if you do /vote, you will get our top GG link. And if you vote, I will actually vote right now. Oh, let me do it real quick so I can show you, you know. And once you vote, you can get Fumo points if you do /vote climb. So let's get ready with the command. So right now I did, and I climbed, I voted, and I got 100 Fumo points. So that's one of the utilities commands we have. And we have /links, which we need to update, because when I made the /links, I didn't add the terms of service and privacy policy, but I will add it now after this video ends. So it will have the terms of service and the privacy policy of the bot over here. You can see it have the wiki, you have our website, and we have the community server, and we will also have the terms of service and such. The next command is /donate. If you want to support me, this bot really means a lot to me, and yeah, the option is there. And I'm doing now something cool, that if you're in the main server and you donated to me, you can get a very own limited Fumo, and once you donate on a coffee, you will get a supporter role like this. And then you can do /redeem donation, and you receive the exclusive supported Fumo, which is my Fumo. Of course, you can't redeem again. You cannot do it again. You can only do it once. So now if I do /inventory, Um, you see, I have two of them, and yeah, that's basically it. I think I went through all the commands within the bot, all the important ones. I don't think there's anything left. And if I did miss something, and someone who's been using my bot for a while want me to clarify, you can do it in the comment section. Really thankful for everyone who's using my bot. And once again, if you want to gain double the hourly rate, you can do it if you join the main server. Every single user of our bot using the main server get double the hourly rate. So yeah, that's everything. That's everything you need to know. Make sure to read the wiki. I am not joking, it's really important. Read it if you want to know anything about the bot. As you can see over here, we have everything, and of course we also are going to update it when we can. Sometimes it's not fully updated. When we can, you will see over here everything you need to know. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching.